You go down. So there was a follow-up on February 10th and February 21st, and your understanding is there was no answer from the minister before the invocation of the act?
Yeah, based on the text exchange that I see here. Yeah.
But you had, in the call on the 13th, you were aware through Transport Canada, they would not be providing the tow truck resources.
They had not been able to provide that, and I was aware from other conversations that the CAF were not looking to assist.
And so I'll just look at the response here from Minister Blair on February 21st. You may be aware that we invoked the Emergencies Act on February 15, which addressed the tow truck issue quite effectively. Happy to answer any questions you may have, although, and we can continue. I'm sure the RCMP can advise you on how it works. A letter will be forthcoming. We can keep going. I understand Prime Minister spoke to Premier Kenney about the Emergencies Act, but you can keep going. Will ensure correspondence follows to you. And then Minister McIver responds, we received no help until after Coote's issue was resolved, and you know that. Disappointed to hear you say otherwise. Keep going to the next page. As I was disappointed to learn of your reaction to our efforts to respond to the threat to critical infrastructure and the integrity of our international borders posed by these illegal blockades. Fortunately, the CACP, the OACP, and RCMP and the Ontario Provincial Police have been clear and unequivocal that these measures have been essential to their efforts to solve the criminal blockades and occupations. We are all grateful that the RCMP was able to resolve the very dangerous situation at Coutts safely. Keep going to the next page. What is true is that Coutts was resolved on the 14th, and we got our own tow trucks after you could, not help, I guess. Continue. Your letter speaks for itself, as does your lack of response until too late. Getting to the end. To be clear, is your point that we should have invoked the Emergencies Act earlier? No, you were too late and did the wrong thing. My point is saying nothing now would have been better than not telling the truth. I wanted to ask you about this last text from Minister McIver. You were too late and did the wrong thing. What is that in reference to? If you have an understanding
it's
of
difficult.
what that would be in reference.
Yeah, it's very difficult for me to put my head directly into the mind of Minister McIver. Candidly, though, my understanding and inference from this based on our global conversations within the GOA were that we didn't require the legislative authority of the Emergency Act to resolve our issue. We required logistical help that was available in province, and it was denied to us. So we found a different way to address it. That is, bought the tow trucks ourselves.
Thank you.
That's again, in the absence of being able to have spoken to him directly on this. That's my sense of it.
Understood. Thank you.